Good morning, 4th and 5th graders. Thank you for joining me. Last week we talked about our brains and we talked about the feeling of worry and why people worry. Today we're going to talk about what we are in control of and what we have no control over. And let's face it, right now there are a lot of things that I don't control. And there's a lot of things that you don't control. I can't go to my friend's house and play and hang out. I can't go to the zoo or to an amusement park or places that I like to go to. That's not in my control. But I'm going to teach you 5 things that you are in control of. It's completely up to you. So let's start with the video and then we'll talk about it.
We cannot control other people's actions or words. We cannot control the weather or if we have to go to school or not. The good news is there are some things we can control. So today I have my list of 5 things we can control every day. I'm Elvis, this is Rocket Kids, and let's get this started. So what are these 5 things we can control every day? First, let me say that all 5 of these things are totally up to us. That's right, we can make these things happen or not. When we do make them happen, amazing things will come. We can make others feel great. We can accomplish our goals. And we can make our own little world a much happier place. So, here we go. First things first, our attitude. This is how we feel, act, and think towards something. We can have a negative attitude and see the worst in everything. Or we can have a positive attitude and see the best in even the worst situation. Ever heard the phrase attitude is everything? When we have a positive attitude, we can solve problems much easier. We can go into situations believing good things will happen. And we can work much better with others. Doesn't that sound awesome? Yes, it does. Look, I know having a positive attitude about something is not always easy. But think about how we can turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. It takes practice, but this is up to you. Our words. We can choose the words we say, and they either encourage or discourage others. Ever been around someone that used words that hurt your feelings or made you not feel your best? I have one question. Is that the person you want to be? Do you want to be the person that makes others feel bad? I didn't think so. Always remember that our words are very powerful. So we have to choose our words very carefully. It's up to you. Our actions. Every single action we have has an effect on someone else, whether we are aware of it or not. Most of the time, our actions come from the emotions or feelings we are having. If we are mad, we may want to act out in some way. If we see that someone is in trouble, we may want to help. The most important thing to remember is that we can always control our actions. As kids, it's not always easy and takes some practice. Maybe we need to take a deep breath and think about the consequences of our actions. If I do this one thing, what will happen? Having self-control and acting in an appropriate way is up to you. Our manners. When I say manners, you may think about not chewing with your mouth open, saying excuse me when you want to leave the table, or asking someone to pass the salt. Yes, these are manners we should have at the dinner table, but in everyday life, it's about being polite, considerate, and grateful. It really comes down to being nice. Nice is easy, and having manners is too, but it is up to you. Our effort. Everything requires us to put in effort. Something as simple as getting out of bed in the morning requires us to put in effort. And the hardest thing to ever accomplish will take effort too. Without effort, we will do nothing. And who wants to do nothing? Not me. I want to do awesome things. And I bet you do too. But it takes effort. A coach once told our team that lack of effort produces lack of results. That was his way of telling us if we don't try, if we don't practice, if we don't want to accomplish great things, then we never will. So how much are we trying and how much effort do we put into what we are doing, no matter what it is? Your effort is up to you. Those are my 5 things that we can control every day. They are up to you and no one else. It really comes down to the mindset and being positive. Think about how you are controlling your attitude, words, actions, manners, and effort. Learn, practice, and go make every day awesome. That's this episode of Rocket Kids. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you awesome videos. If you like...
So those are 5 things that you are in control of. let's start with attitude. There are some days where I wake up and I am in a grumpy, grumpy mood. Everything is getting on my nerves. I'm like that little boy from Alexander and the Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. But then I have to go in the mirror, go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and say, okay, if I continue in this bad mood, in this bad attitude, it's just going to hurt me and hurt those other around us. So I need to take a break and say, you know what? This entire situation might not be something I'm in control of, but I can change the way I think about it with my attitude. Like right now, I miss all of you at school, but we have to think of the good things. Right now, I'm home with family. I'm safe. I'm loved. So attitude. Words and actions are two more things you can control. Think about the way you speak to people and what you do if it has a positive effect on someone else. Manners. Remember your manners. Remember our 11 expectations, Have to Grace. They're still there. And I think the biggest one right now is effort. You know the expectations that we have at school, but some of us are not putting forth that much effort into our schoolwork. And it's tough being at home. But just like the little boy in the video said, effort is only the amount of work that you put in, and that's going to be the result. So I want you guys to do this week, either on the Padlet that you access this video, or on another piece of paper, or just talking with a parent or a grown-up that you live with. What are some things that are in your control and some things that you don't have control over? And maybe take a break and think about it differently. I will see you guys next week. Thank you for learning with me this week. Bye.